starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back to watch another one of my videos. And to my subscribers, I cannot thank you enough for your love, your loyalty, and support. I do want to mention that at least for the month of March, the readings are going to be different. I've been guided to change it up a bit. So you're going to see a different type of, not style, but what I'm going to be channeling is going to be different than what I've been doing in my past readings. All right. So I will be doing it in this manner until I am called to change it up again. I also want to mention that I've launched my memberships on my website. So I'm really excited about that. It's kind of like where you get the exclusive content on Patreon, but I created my own Patreon type stuff on my own domain because I prefer having control of everything, and it's going to be a little better than Patreon. There's going to be a lot more things that I get to do there, to include live sessions with members that I'm not going to do on YouTube. And there's a lot of stuff that I want to cover in my lives there. So that's a big perk for some of the membership tiers. There are plenty to choose from. Again, I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. If you want to hop on that, check the description box below. I will have a link to take you straight to the membership plan so you can review them. Again, it's like exclusive content you're not going to find anywhere else. So it's also going to help supplement these readings, okay? Let's see. Yeah, if you go to capellawellness.com, you're going to be able to see the link right there to go check on what membership tiers I have. I also want to wish you guys a wonderful, beautiful month of March. It's a magical month, guys. Take advantage of these energies, all right? I hope you have a wonderful, transformational, inspirational week and month of March. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading. How are you today? I hope everything is beautiful in your sector of the universe. I send you much, much love and many blessings for this week and the weekend ahead, as I always do. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. I send you luck and love and liveliness. I don't know if you guys do anything. I know I don't really, but I do wear my green. But anyway, hopefully it'll be a magical, lucky time for you. So, Cappies, let's see what's going on with your situation at this time, okay, compared to last week. But remember, time is fluid. This could have already occurred, or it's happening now, or it's going to happen later in the future. So keep that in mind. Whenever you reach this, it's the right time for you to watch this. So we're going to see what's going on with you guys at this time, and then what the obstacle is that you are encountering, and then we're going to see what lesson you're learning from all of this. We're also going to check on what guidance Spirit has for you on how to best navigate this situation, and what your love situation looks like. And lastly, we're going to see what is happening for you on this full moon in Virgo, which occurs on March 18th. All right, let's see what is going on with the Cappies. I know I was like, ooh, talking about, come on, Capricorn. It's time to go. Now, I have to, it came out like that. Can you see that? It's not upright. It's not reverse. So Spirit is kind of telling me the way it flew out like this. You guys are between Queen of Swords in the upright and Queen of Swords in the reverse, which is teetering and tottering between light and dark Queen of Swords. All right? That's what I'm getting with this. I do want to recommend, before I start channeling what's going on with this Queen of Swords, please check your moon, rising, Venus, and North Node signs, because if you are like Capricorn sun, you could be more strong in your moon, your Venus, or your North Node or rising, okay? So keep that in mind. It's also going to help you to better navigate what else may be surrounding you. And whatever feels stronger to you, just follow the guidance with what is given in that reading, okay? So I'm going to take it this way. We have one card for you guys with the situation, and it's the Queen of Swords. Either you guys are having a hard time with being cold-hearted and detached, and you don't want to feel your emotions, and you don't want to deal with people, and you want to be this ice queen and sit in your frozen throne like Elsa, like, you know, maybe it's time for you to let it go. I don't know. All right, Capricorn. Or you're really starting to take matters into your own hands, and you're saying, I'm cutting out the bullshit. I'm not taking no for an answer. I am not making excuses anymore. I'm going to go forward with whatever it is I'm supposed to be doing. All right? No more crap. If I'm going through harsh times, if I'm going through like this cold, if I feel like I'm in this cold world, I'm realizing that I am the one who put myself on this ice throne, right? I'm realizing that no matter what life throws at me, I'm going to be able to overcome it because I am the Queen of Swords. The light side, the positive side of the Queen of Swords. Not the negative side of the Queen of Swords who wants to chop people's heads off and goes blazing through trying to get things done her way and is very cynical and just has no heart, period. All right? When we have that cold of a heart, nothing can get through. Abundance won't come in because how is abundance going to flourish? How is your life going to grow? How are you going to grow in a world full of ice? Okay, right? Do you see any plants around here? It's blue. This could also be throat chakra stuff. Some of you are starting to learn how to better communicate with others. Maybe telling others no and saying your truth, speaking your truth, standing in your truth. Right? You have this sword in the ice. It's like some of you are no longer taking that sword of Excalibur and start slinging it at people, trying to get your way or trying to force things to happen, trying to guard yourself, protect yourself from being hurt. But remember, if you have that cold heart there, you're not overflowing with the divine love of God. So if you're not the love that you want to be, you're not going to attract that love. And that happens with the Queen of Swords energy. With that guarded heart, with an iced heart, it's like Omarian's song, I've got this ice box where this heart used to be, right? Some of you are starting to realize having an ice box for a heart is not working. Nothing can get through that. Nothing can grow there. Nothing can flourish. It's a world full of ice. God is telling you to get out of there, and some of you are starting to realize that. And some of you with this cold heart, like being frigid and detached and not happy, you're starting to realize that everything around you is cold. It's dark. It's frozen. It is not abundant. It's not flourishing. There's no garden there. There's no abundance there. There's no sun. There's no flowers. You get the point. So some of you are starting to realize, I need to change my state. I need to clear my heart. I need to heal it. So I can have my environment change. Like, you guys seen the movie Frozen, right? Did you see how her emotional state affected the entire kingdom? That's exactly what some of you are starting to realize. You feeling like that, emotionally cold and detached, and I'm not dealing with people. I'm not going to allow people to come in. I'm not opening my heart. Look what happens to your world. It freezes over. And look what happened to the people. They couldn't grow their crops. Food was scarce. People couldn't even going outside because it was too cold, supposedly. Trying to keep the fire up, the warm blankets and things, all of that stuff. Nothing was going on in, where the hell was that place called? Arendelle? Some of you are realizing, I don't want that type of world for myself or anybody else. So now you're like, I have to thaw this frozen heart. Otherwise, my world won't change. I will still live in an ice palace. There's no way love can flourish in an ice palace. At least not according to me. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. Starting to learn how to be more patient with things, you know? Allowing yourself to take the time to heal. You guys are now starting to invest more in your healing and your well-being. Or some of you still need to start doing that. Take it how it resonates. Remember, it's a collective reading. Leave what doesn't resonate with you for somebody else who's watching this. But keep your unhealthy ego at the door and be honest with yourself. She is the queen of honesty, truth, and integrity. All right? Very sharp, very intelligent, very fair, very mentally strong. Okay? She has had heart balance. She knows when she needs to speak up and to stand in her truth. So, some of you are like, you know what? I got to let nature take its course. I can't force things. I cannot communicate with people either and try to get them to say things that they're not ready to say, or force them to do things that I want them to do, or to force love into my life. No, we don't force, period. Do you think God forces a tulip to grow before it's time to grow? No. Do you think God forces the rabbits to give birth to their bunnies before they're due? No. It's the same thing with, when humans have children, when women have kids. Do you think that's a forced process? No. So some of you started to realize I can't force these things anymore. I can't control other people anymore. That's what the devil does. None of you watching this is a child of the devil. You are a child of God. That's why we're not here to be controlling other people. That is not what we are here to do. That's the devil's work, not our work. So some of you are starting to learn how to make better investments. This is also Spirit really encouraging you guys to really put a lot more of your time, money, and energy into your personal growth, into your well-being, into your business. Taking classes, studying things like swords are about learning experiences, education, information, teaching, all right? Becoming a student, maybe to become a teacher, right? Maybe even learning how to heal your heart chakra, learning how to love, learning how to be more open, learning how to not take any BS from everybody, and be decisive and be honest with yourself and make those decisions based on what your higher self is telling you to do. Following your divine guidance. Watching what you say, watching how you think. So, Spirit's really encouraging you guys just to go with the flow. Again, let nature take its course. Everything happens in divine timing. Be patient as you work through your healing, as you begin to thaw, as you start to learn more about who you really are as a person and what you're capable of, that you can create your reality, and that you're responsible for what happens in your life. And you'll start to see the major changes. You see how different these cards are? I love the disparity between these two. Look at the different worlds. It's exactly what I was talking about. Nothing is growing here. We do have these, like, I don't know what these are, bluebells. I know there are some flowers that grow in the winter, but that's all that there is. See when I was talking about a child? The bunnies and the human children. It takes time. Good things take time. Okay? You can't force your healing. It's going to take a while to thaw out this environment you've been living in. But that's the beauty in it, right? It's going to be a huge drastic change you guys are making when you go from this to this. And you got to be patient, and you got to let nature take its course. But watch, your environment will be more flourishing. It will look a lot more like this when you stop trying to control and you drop your guard and you start opening your heart again and you stop taking BS from people and you stop making excuses for why you're living in an ice palace, for why you're so cold and attached or, frigid. You're not making excuses anymore for why things went wrong in your life, why you grew up with the parents that you did, why you had the relationships that you did, why you kept dealing with toxic males or females or something like that. Here's the cold, hard truth, Capricorn. When we experience things like that, that is actually our doing. Especially if we keep getting into repetitive things and relationships that are not healthy, that's on us. Okay? I can say that because that's exactly what I have realized when I went through my awakening process. Because I allowed it to happen. I didn't trust my intuition. I saw the red flags. And on top of that, I hadn't healed. But then again, I didn't really know about healing then. And then I learned about my ancestral patterns and all of these other things that were having me get into these karmic patterns, right? It's all a process. It's a lesson. Lots of lessons to be learned with this. But when you learn those lessons, Capricorn, you gain a lot of wisdom. She's the smartest one out of all the queens. She's got a lot of wisdom for everything that she's gone through. She took all the crap and all the good and analyzed it and said, what am I going to learn from this? Especially the bad crap that happened to her. Like the really fucked up stuff. Excuse my French. And she said, you know what? What am I going to learn from this? Oh, I understand now. And she takes that nugget and she adds it to wherever her case of nuggets are, and she realized she learned something from that. It's that gem that she finds within. Like with that Elizabeth Gilbert quote that I have in my description box. And she learns and she grows and she learns and she grows. And she learns when to be a little bit of an ice queen, to be assertive. It's about assertiveness and discernment. And she knows when to be loving. Okay? But she gained a lot of wisdom from all the hard knocks of life. And that's what we're all supposed to be doing. And it prevents us from living in this ice world so that we could be more in a flourishing garden full of abundance, vitality, vibrancy, all of that stuff. Look who's after that. It's her counterpart, the King of Swords. Yep. learning how to communicate with honesty and integrity. The master of focus, the master of integrity, the master of truth here. He knows that he has to follow his own path of truth. He can't put so much logic into things. He knows how to have head-heart balance too. But he also gained a lot of wisdom from all of the life's experiences that he's gone through. A lot of lessons. And that's how he becomes king. That's how she becomes queen. Some of you, there may be something with the divorce. You're a divorced individual, or you're going through a divorce, or maybe you're still kind of brokenhearted or something like that from a divorce that you went through. Okay. Some of you, yeah, you're still single. That's not for all of you, because I know some of you who watch this, you're not divorced. But maybe somebody here has been contemplating divorce based on what's been going on in your situation. Look who's at the top of the deck. There you are. Look, we've got two queens we're looking at here. Shine your light, Capricorn. When you are the shadow side of this queen, again, where's the fire? We got fire and ice here. Where's the light? You're going to utilize that fire within you from the Queen of Wands to burn off this ice here. You're going to melt that ice heart that you have. And what's that going to do when you have your heart chakra open and healed? Your vibration goes up. The luminosity of your light increases, and everything starts to change. You need light in order for things to grow. Right? Without the sun, we wouldn't exist. So with this energy here, when you use that fire to burn away this ice world that you're living in, watch how your environment changes. Watch how people are more magnetized to you because of who you are on the inside. You're this very charismatic, very nurturing, very passionate, very confident and courageous individual. This is an excellent leader. People love going to her because of how her soul is appearing to others. She has this beautiful soul because she's radiating with this light inside of her, and people see her for who she is because of that light she is emitting. That's what God wants us to showcase to the world. But we have to go into this fearlessly and courageously and confidently. We're not going to go outside ourselves anymore to seek validation or to find our value, because we already have this power within us. This is the Queen of Light. She doesn't deal with crap either. She's this excellent leader. And she draws all these people to her because she knows how awesome she is on the inside. And she doesn't need anybody to tell her that. And this is also about relinquishing control. Stop being in the energy of this, it's my way or the highway. Or maybe you're dealing with people who tell you it's my way or the highway, Capricorn, take it how it resonates. Or maybe you're in power struggles with somebody. You try to take control. The other person tries to take control too. The shadow side of both of these queens are control issues. Serious control issues. All right? This person could very well, the shadow side, be manipulative, like mentally abusive, verbally abusive, tries to play mind games, very controlling, but is very good with their words, but they control people's minds with how she speaks to them. All right. And again, there's another controlling card. This is the temperamental one. This is the shadow side of this queen. This is what Spirit is asking you guys not to do anymore. having it your way or the highway, that's going against God's will, which is why things backfire. It's time for you to be the Queen of Wands, the divine Queen of Wands. Knowing what you want and going after it without fear, but not going after it when trying to control the situation or people. Let's see what the obstacle is in this situation. More air energy, guys, and it came out again. It's like sideways, back and forth. I'm taking it in the upright. Seven of Swords, guys. You know what? Virgo got this as their obstacle too, so maybe you need to watch Virgo's reading. Seven of Swords. Negative thoughts about yourself, negative thoughts about your situation, negative thoughts about the outside world. This is the looks can be deceiving card. This is the optical illusions card. Things aren't always what they seem, Capricorn. There's deception surrounding you. A lot of you have to really go within to get your guidance. Tarot can only do so much. I can only do so much. I lead you into that direction. You guys are responsible to take care of the rest, as I said before. What do you really need to look at here? Some of you may be learning how to detach yourselves from the outside world, where you're not so immersed in it, where it's wreaking havoc on your brain. It's causing you to think negatively, or it's instilling some fear. That's for somebody here, at least one person. Okay. An obstacle here is also for some of you need to be honest with yourself. Some of you really need to communicate some sort of truth here. You need to come clean with somebody and do the right thing. You maybe need to come clean with yourself, is what I'm hearing. Being honest with yourself. Stop deceiving yourself. Stop deceiving other people. This could even be, and this might be triggering for somebody, but again, I love each and every one of you. I do, and I cast no judgment because I have no right to do that. But this card in this position also talks about cowardness. And I don't say that to be insulting, guys, okay? This is more about you are afraid of conflict. You are afraid of speaking your truth, right? Because with this Queen of Swords, she doesn't take BS, right? She makes sure that she's heard. She speaks her truth. But some of you, this has been an obstacle here where you have been afraid to do that. Not only to face reality, but to speak your truth, especially when you're challenged, because swords could talk about challenging situations. You know, the sword's thrown at you to learn a lesson, and it becomes a challenge, but it's there for you to overcome that challenge. So some of you need to get away from this like backing down energy, this cowardly energy, and learn how to speak up for yourself. And if somebody you know is lying to you, is making false pretenses, anybody who's being sneaky, who's trying to get away with murder, who's cheating maybe, who's betraying you, being cunning, then you need to say something. But the difficult part here is, Capricorn, that you have to come from a place of love. Like I said, going into Queen of Swords in the reverse, chopping people's heads off is not going to work. Saying insulting, criticizing, harsh things is not going to work. Remember, it's for some of you, not for all of you. But you have to really use discernment, again, with regards to things that appear as optical illusions. This is a big thing for you guys. All right? Bottom of the deck is the Hermit. See? Paranoia. Paralyzing fear. Some of you are like paranoid about stuff. Some of you are paranoid with what's going on in the outside world. Virgo got the same energy. Okay? What is it that you're so fearful of? The whole fear is an optical illusion for you, Capricorn. Fear is a demonic spirit. I was talking to my son about this the other day, and I was trying to get his opinion because I know it's kind of easier for me to see this now. However, before my awakening, I realized that I didn't really give into fear that much. It didn't get to paranoia, but I get that some people have it in their birth charts and other things like that. I believe Capricorns have a tendency to get a little bit paranoid about stuff. I know some people who are Capricorn and, you know, bless their heart, because I get it. It's not easy. However, where is the faith in all this? And I think I've talked to you guys about this before. Either you have faith or you don't. Can't be half and half. All right? Are some of you becoming antisocial because of what's going on in the world? Are you really isolating yourself and putting yourself in an ice prison or an ice cave or ice palace like Elsa did because you're afraid of what's going to happen? Or you're afraid of utilizing your magic like the Queen of Wands, stepping into your power, whatever this is? No. God gave you all these abilities to be the person that He made you to be. There's no reason to have any fear with anything. Fear is the thing that holds so many people back, and it boggles my mind. It's so easy for people to give in to this paralyzing fear, even paranoia. All right? You can't detach yourself from the world anymore, Capricorn. You're going to have to shine your light. The world needs who you were made to be. And I think you got a similar message in the last reading that I did for you. You have a responsibility to this earthly plane, to humanity, to do God's work, whatever God has asked you to do. And giving into this fear is not fulfilling your mission. It's not doing God's work. You're tying yourself more to the devil with giving yourself into fear, giving into fear. We need more of us to give more power to God. And that is having faith and shining our light. Be more in the light, not in darkness. The hermit can get so much into isolation, they forget what the outside world is like. That is a dangerous place to be. And then you're afraid of every single thing that's going on. And then it's like, where did your human side go? Where did your divine side go? It's like the devil has overtaken you because you're afraid to step outside that door. You're afraid to take risks. The Queen of Wands takes risks. She knows everything's going to be fine because she knows God has her back. Queen of Swords does the same thing. God gives her an idea. She makes a plan out of it. She communicates it and she takes action. She's not going to give in to fear either. She's mentally strong. She's not going to allow this paranoia to affect her mental state. Because some of you guys are allowing this paranoia to take over your mental state. And you're thinking, oh my God, the world's out to get me. Oh my gosh, you know, this is going to end and that's going to happen and the world's going to collapse and blah, 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 blah. Nope. No. Be very careful, Capricorn. With the astrological transits, Mercury is in Pisces right now. That is causing a lot of confusion for people. It's causing a lot of paranoia. It's doing a lot of things mentally. to a lot of people who are not mentally strong, okay? Please be very careful with this. Jupiter is getting closer to conjuncting Neptune in Pisces. We are less than a month away from that. You gotta get into a more clear mental state, a more strong mental state before this happens. I've already been hearing there have been YouTubers, just YouTubers alone, committing suicide, okay? And it started right after Mercury got into Pisces. And we have Jupiter, Neptune there too. Jupiter magnifies things. The illusions, the deception, it's right here. A lot of you have to get mentally strong here. What's going on? Start cutting off things that don't serve you and start focusing on your well-being. I'm not trying to instill fear either, guys. I don't do that, but this is what my guides are telling me to tell you. All right? And I'm not kidding when I say right after Mercury got into Pisces, I was hearing reports of YouTubers committing suicide because they couldn't deal with the comments people were saying or what was going on in their life and all that stuff. I'm not, please don't think I'm foretelling suicide for anybody here, but it's just a warning. My guides are saying it's a warning, or be careful with people around you who are not in a strong mental state. Start working on that. Start working on your well-being. It's going to be very important, guys, because what's coming down the pike, it's going to be very challenging. Okay? Whatever paranoia, paralyzing fear you have, guys, please start focusing on your mental state, your emotional state, your physical state, your spiritual state. It's time to really invest more time, money, and energy into that. Because things are going to get tougher. And the more of us who are in the light, who are moving away from the fear into the light and emitting that to the rest of the world, it'll get better. It'll help the rest of us to combat what's coming down the pike. God knows what's going on, Capricorn. There's no reason to freak out. No reason. It's an optical illusion. The devil is causing all of this stuff. He knows we are in a new age with the Aquarian age. He knows that a lot of people are going to start waking up, and the devil's trying everything in his power to keep those people from doing so, including you, if you haven't already gotten on that path yet. The devil is who instills fear, the paranoia, the deception, the lies, the optical illusions. Again, looks can be deceiving. Really start going within to see the truth of the situation. Let's see what the lesson here is. Well, Hermit. The lesson is overcoming that fear and that paranoia, hands down. But this is also about going within, removing yourself from the chaos of the outside world, and start following the light. It's exactly what I was saying. Start following the light. Stop following the dark. You guys are being deceived into following the dark, okay? You're being led in that direction, and some of you don't know it. I know it's a scary thing. But that's why you guys are here. Start following the light. It's your light, your path of truth, your destiny. What God wants you to do, Capricorn. This is about you doing some soul searching, focusing on your spiritual growth to achieve spiritual mastery. Going within and meditating to get enlightenment, to get you away from, oh, I have all these negative thoughts. I can't think straight. What's going on in the world? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Paranoia, fear. Nope. Remove yourself from the world. Spend some time in solitude. But again, don't stay in isolation for way too long. Again, that ends up getting into a bad thing. Again, there's always a dark and light side to these cards, to everything. Go within to find the solutions to your answers. I mean, to your questions, the answers to your questions, the solutions to your problems, let's put it that way. Start seeking out the light of truth, and that is when you go within and you talk to God about it. That's what I've done. I pray about it. I said, God, can you please tell me, like, is this true or not? Like, should I be worried? Should I be, well, no, worry, actually, we shouldn't be worried about anything because that is dark energy. How should I handle this situation? What does this really look like? Talk to God. He'll tell you some stuff. Okay? Learn how to go within yourself to get the answers. Analyze your life's experiences. This is about, and I talked about with the hard knocks of life with the Queen of Swords. She did some analysis. She went through everything that she went through in her life. Again, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of that. And she said, what did I learn from this? What can I learn from this? She took that nugget and she moved on. And it helped her become this queen. A very wise, intelligent queen. But that's because she went into hermit mode. And she goes, okay, what am I doing in my life? Why am I living in an ice palace? Why is my heart guarded? Why did I get myself into these toxic situations, relationships, jobs, whatever this is? Why am I money hungry? Why do I have to overwork myself just to make $1? Why do I focus so much on my job? All of these things. Dude, I'm not joking. When I did this, I had so many epiphanies. I was like, holy cow. I analyzed practically everything that I went through as far as I could go, even from elementary school, guys, no kidding. I realized a lot of patterns, ancestral, relationship, all these things. And I realized why, as I grew older, I got into the situations I was in, the jobs that I had, the romantic relationships that I had, even analyzing my marriage of 10 years, that type of thing. I learned so much. This is wisdom. You becoming the sage, because what's going to happen here, Capricorn, is you're going to do all this analysis. And Virgo talks about analysis, right? Looking at your life's experiences and gaining a lot of wisdom, because then what did I say you're going to end up doing? Teaching that. And whatever way God wants you to teach it, it's exactly what I'm doing right now. Everything that I went through is to help you guys go through what you're going through. If I wouldn't have gone through the crap in my life, I wouldn't be teaching this to you. I wouldn't be where I'm at if it weren't for all of those life experiences that I went through, to include people and the jobs and whatever. Learning all those lessons got me to here. The lesson is learning lessons from your life's experiences. The world, the bottom of the deck, we have 2 major arcana. Success, completion, accomplishment, coming full circle. You're going to realize a lot of things, epiphanies. Oh my God, I did not realize this about myself. Again, with the soul searching and the analyzing. Doing this is going to end a chapter in your life with you being this ice queen or being in this ice palace. And it's going to bring you to a whole new beginning where you're no longer going to have any fear with anything. That is the Fool. The Fool comes after the World card. The Fool listens to his internal guidance. He listens to God. He doesn't listen to the outside world unless he's giving like some, divine support or some positive encouragement here, right? Again, that's with using discernment. Who's actually going to support you and who's not? Who's trying to instill fear in you? Who's trying to get you to go towards the dark instead of heading towards the light, right? You guys are going to get better at discerning that type of stuff and not getting caught up in these illusions, these lies and deceptions. And not having overactive thoughts here, negative thoughts. You're going to move into this new path as the fearless journeyman. And you're going to be following your heart instead of just your mind in this new journey, in this new venture. Okay? This is also about you guys to stop stalling. Okay? Being disappointed. It's what my Reintegrating the Divine Masculine class talks about. You're going to learn how to identify divine masculine energy qualities in others, both male and female, because we all exhibit both, to prevent you from being disappointed and heartbroken. That is a huge benefit in my class. If you're interested in that class, check out the description below. All right? All of these things you're going to be learning about yourself are going to keep you from feeling disappointed again. And when you're dealing with certain people or situations and you start to get the red flags, you're going to say, oh, I know what this is. And you keep yourself from being disappointed. Now, I'm not saying disappointment is never going to happen, okay? This is more about it will happen less and more about when it does happen, you're going to go look into this and say, you know what? What can I learn from this disappointment? What can I learn from things that don't go well for me? What can I learn from delays that I experience in my life? Because this is about delays too. What can I learn from me trying to take shortcuts on things? Oh, yeah, I'm trying to control. That never works. Getting away from stagnation. And understanding that you have the world in your hands. There's a much more expansive, a more beautiful world around you other than the one that you are seeing right now. It's the world that God created, not the world that the devil created. Wow, where did that come from? I just got goosebumps. Thank you, guys. All right. Let's see what guidance we have for you. What guidance do we have for Capricorn? Spirit guides, angels. Oh, that was fast. I didn't get to finish talking. They're like, nope, we're ready to go. Awareness, number 13, and the big picture. Number 23. Bottom of the deck is boundaries. The first card in the deck. I will read the book as I always do. 23. Every time I open this up, I go right to the Italian version. Big picture. I know it's glare. I don't know how best to do this, but anyway. You see it. Belladonna is said to open the chakras and expand consciousness. Malachite activates psychic vision, can be used for scrying, and helps to focus on what is important. When situations feel chaotic, confused, or unsolvable, it is easy to feel frustrated and thrown in the towel. What is missing here is the key to understanding it all. There is more going on than meets the physical eye. 7 of Swords. See? Clear and open your chakras and allow your consciousness to expand. See the big picture and the key will be revealed. I step back from chaos into calm. I allow myself to see the bigger picture. I trust the key I seek will be revealed. Going into hermit mode. Or, yeah, I talked about, right? See, there's more going on than meets the eye. See what I'm saying? With the world, seeing the world that God created, not the world that the devil created. Some of you are looking at the world that the devil created, not the world that God created. You see that? Chakras, guys. Some of you need chakra healing. I think I said that last time. This is going to help you overcome this Seven of Swords energy to help you see more clearly and look at the bigger picture. If you go to CapellaWellness.com, underneath the healing category, you'll find the chakra healing service there if you're interested. All right, but I highly recommend that. Awareness. Okay. Mugwort aids dream work and develops, integrates, and controls psychic abilities. Moonstone enhances extraordinary awareness. There are whole worlds that are unseen by ordinary awareness. You have the capacity for extraordinary awareness. Work on developing your psychic skills and pay close attention to your dreams. Oh my God, again, things are not always as they seem, and you will need all your senses, physical and metaphysical, in order to move forward. I pay attention to the whole world, the seen and the unseen. I look below appearances and see the truth beneath. I continually strengthen my seeing skills. This, see, opening up your chakras, guys. Some of you, your third eye and your crowns are blocked. And there are things that are causing those blockages. That's what my chakra healing reading reveals, okay? So, you see what I was saying? It's said again. Things are not always what they seem. This is been a huge obstacle for you for a long time, Capricorn. It's time to clear that out. But a lot of you are going to have to learn to really trust your intuition here. Okay? And again, it does deal with the heart chakra, because if you were detached and cold-hearted and you're like this ice queen here, it's going to keep you from seeing things clearly. Boundaries is at the bottom of the deck. Yarrow helps establish and defend healthy boundaries, strengthens the aura and sense of self, and heals energetic wounds. Amber reinforces boundaries. Creating clear boundaries is necessary for maintaining good emotional, physical, and spiritual health. If your sense of identity is weak, or if you need to heal energetic wounds, establishing boundaries is vital. Defend your right to thrive like a warrior, serving the divine spark that resides within you. I have a right to autonomy and independence. No one controls me without my permission. I know who I am. Yep. I talked about that, where, you know, not having people control you and you not controlling other people, right? It backfires all the time. We saw Queen of Wands too. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. All right. Let's see what other guidance we have for you. What other guidance do we have for Capricorn? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirius, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still kind of stuck on that whole, whatever I said. I have to rewind it. Don't look at the world that the devil created, but look at the world God created. I don't know. I got to go back. That was pretty awesome, I have to say. My spirit team is phenomenal. I love them to death. You have no idea how many times I thank them. And yes, I thank them when I do these readings. That's why I say it often. Because I am so grateful for my spirit team. I've got some amazing, I mean, I have a seraphim on my spirit team. Like, oh my God, it's unbelievable. Labyrinth. Transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration, enlightenment. See? Stop getting caught up in the maze, guys. Hermit mode is going to help you do that. When you do some soul searching, you go within, following your light, and doing some chakra healing. Yeah, you're not going to feel like you're in some sort of maze here. Raising your energetic vibration. A lot of you have to raise your vibration. It's going to help. Felix Felicitas, power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. When you raise your vibration, your luck's going to change. The world around you is going to change. Like we talked about that, right? Bottom of the deck is the dragonfly. You bring light to this world. Oh my God. See the Queen of Wands. See? You do, Capricorn. You have to believe this, but you're going to have to work on yourself and illuminate the light within. Okay? That is your job. You absolutely do bring light to this world, and we need your light more than ever. Look what's at the top. Queen of Wands energy. Again, self-confidence, strong self-belief, and a sense of worth. Absolutely. Love this reading, Capricorn. I'm thinking of the Aladdin song, Make Way for Prince Ali. I was going to sing it, but I'll do that for some other time. Oh, no. They want me to do the love thing first. They're like, Jess, hold on. All right. Let's check on your love situation. Now, when I say love situation, I'm starting to realize this is more tying into your relationships with others. Because, you know, you can love people instead of just a romantic partner or something. But take this how it resonates, okay? I say love situation, but it could be any type of relationship that you may be having a hard time with, or something that needs to stand out, or something like that, all right? Whatever your gut is telling you, trust in that. What's going on with Capricorn's love situation? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Kicking it. In control, talented, driven, kicking bad habits, trying to scare, team player, trying to score. I read that wrong. Team player, accomplishing goal. Bottom of the deck is friendship. True friends, solid friendship, authentic, would do anything for you, always there, no matter what. Okay, so I'm getting, remember, take it how it resonates, guys. So this is about you in not just your romantic relationships or just relationships in general, you being in control, not trying to control others and not having others control you, right? Utilizing your God-given talents to shine your light to the world, right? When you utilize your God-given talents, you shine your light that brightly. That's what the world needs. Kicking bad habits, again, with regards to being in toxic relationships or, you know, friendships or whatever that you know aren't fulfilling. Some of you, this is more so friendship than anything else. Others of you, it is about being friends with somebody before you jump into the sack. I heard this is not supposed to be insulting for anybody, but that's exactly what I heard. Or being friends with somebody before you really get into a serious relationship, okay? Yeah, especially if you're dealing with somebody who's trying to score, all right? We kind of know what that means, right? That could be like a bad habit. Maybe you guys are kind of, you tend to attract males or females who are like that. But this is really about you being a team player with somebody and establishing a friendship before you progress to a stronger friendship or before you progress to a romantic relationship, right? Which then probably leads to marriage, okay? So take it how it resonates. But I'm getting very strongly here, working with people and becoming true friends and really seeing the person for who they are. And if you were dealing with friendships or romantic partners who are trying to control you, you got to nip that in the bud. All right. Again, there's some sort of power struggle going on between two of you or you and other people. When you raise your vibration too, and you're in control of your life and you're focusing on accomplishing your goals, you're going to attract more like-minded people, to include more harmonious friendships and to include people who are going to be there for you no matter what. It's kind of like you're there for them and then they're not there for you. That's not like a harmonious, balanced friendship, is it? No. So take that how it resonates. Look what's at the top. It's bride. Wife, partner, interested in, love of a lifetime, wedding or event, a commitment or advancement. Yeah, for some of you, there's something here with marriages, right? Because I did pick up on some divorced individuals here with the Queen of Swords. Okay. Maybe some of you got into a marriage and it hasn't been working out, or it didn't work out because maybe there was too much control between the two of you, or you were attracting males or females who were too controlling or cold-hearted, detached. Okay, I was doing that, emotionally unavailable type of thing, you know, learning lessons from this. Okay, so, or some of you are really wanting to be married or having a really serious commitment, like a true life partner, the true love of a lifetime. The true love will come here, will come to you, Capricorn, when you are in vibrational alignment with that. This is like divine feminine energy. Okay. True divine feminine energy. Love of a lifetime is when you are embodying full divine feminine and full divine masculine energies. Okay. And again, I have my divine masculine class going on. Check out the description box below. You have to have both balanced if you want to attract true love, the love of a lifetime. And true love, guys, is not easy to achieve. It's not. Okay, let's see what this full moon in Virgo is bringing you. What's going to be... Oh, gosh. They're not wasting any time, are they? Step out of your comfort zone, Capricorn, the North Node. Start focusing on your life's purpose. Bottom of the deck, look at the bigger picture. Again, we talked about that. Full moon in Sagittarius. Wow. See, there's a huge emphasis on there. Some of you may need to go back and listen to what I read with that card there, is what I'm being told. North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. This is why you came here, Capricorn. You're supposed to move away from your South Node to your North Node. Your North Node is your life's purpose. You are here to live your life's purpose. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow, because you're headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the thing that scares you with reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly why you've asked about it. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction, to take action. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? I know I'm headed in the right direction. You're headed for something which feels like destiny. You need to face a fear and get over it. Time to stop obsessing about someone or something. Stand on your own 2 feet. You've got this. The North Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. It's a karmic point, and on the horoscope chart shows us what we need to do and where we need to go with our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. The North Node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us, to paraphrase Andre Gide, that in order to discover new oceans, we have to be prepared to lose sight of the shore. Yep. That's all why we're here, guys. Full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture again. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Fretting over minutiae can be counterproductive, or perhaps you've been all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you see? What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now is the time to count your blessings, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with the uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. Take time out for a mini break or adventure. The situation may have come around because you've been distracted. Be confident without being overconfident to win the day. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. Find a balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. The full moon in Sagittarius is a time when we are reminded that life is an adventure and there's a big, wide world to see beyond our backyard. It's about having fun and being prepared to sail into uncharted territory. It's about big ideas versus the details. No matter when you draw this picture, it encourages you to look at the bigger picture. No matter when you draw this card, I don't know what I just said. Anyway, there you have it. There you have it, Capricorn. Hopefully this helped you. So if you would like to book that class, Reintegrating the Divine Masculine, it will definitely help you with stepping out of your comfort zone for sure. And with everything else we talked about, especially with that fear here and discernment and all these other things, okay? So check out the description box. You'll learn more about that class. I talk a little bit more about it. You click on the link. It'll take you to the page. You have a choice of booking 1 or 2 classes. You will get a Zoom link sent to you when you book the class. All right. If you have any questions about that, if you want to book a personal reading with me or the chakra healing, if you're interested in the chakra healing, go to my Capella Wellness site, capellawellness.com. Underneath the healing section is the chakra healing service. For the Divine Masculine class, if you're looking for it on the website, it's underneath the coaching section, okay? If you want like any other personal readings, talk about your specific situation, capellawellness.com. Check out the readings that I offer. I offer many of those because I'm very different and there's a lot of things that we all need to work on. Or everything that I put on my website is what I use to get to where I'm at, which is why I have so many things. It's baby steps, one thing at a time. It took me years to get here, okay? So any questions you may have about my services or this reading or anything in general, my email's in the description box. If you go to capellawellness.com, you can find many other places to get in contact with me there. All right, Capricorn, that concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.